me who hits it short and hits it often.
So when you hit it short, you hit more shots often, because you have to hit more shots.
But it's not as far as a walk, so I mean,
Exactly.
you save a little energy that way.
Going as far into the dunes to find your ball.
And I went a couple of times into the dunes yesterday, but it was just a great experience. But we talked about, you know, the tennis facility here at Kiawah. We talked about the ocean course, the spa that the ladies got to enjoy yesterday. I want to talk about Kiawah's nature. You were saying that you actually have a nature blog that is being written now. Talk about that if you would mind.
Yeah, the one thing about Kiawah is that we were green before green was cool. Since the resort opened in '76, they did a complete survey of every wildlife that, you know, we have everything from the bobcats to the deer and the alligators, and so they had a complete survey of what was on the island beforehand. And they did the land plan to make sure that the nature was incorporated into how it was developed. And so we have a very experienced nature staff here that will do various tours, including kayaking in the backwaters. We have ocean kayaking. We have you know, alligator tours. We'll take you out into the backcountry so you show you where the alligators are and you know, everything in between. And the staff put together a blog where they talk about what's happening nature-wise. You know, we got an osprey nest or a horned owl nest that's showing up on the island. It's KiawahWildlife.com, and it's very, very interesting. And they really go into good detail. They talk about the turtle hatchings we have here. One thing you notice here is that there's not too many lights because we can't have lights because it is one of the major hatching places for loggerhead turtles along the coast here. So, and we had a very good season for nests, so we're very excited about that. And also we have KiawahGreen.com. It talks about, you know, how the resort developed and how we use the embrace the nature.
I think one of the really cool things too is when you look at the dolphins, the wildlife that's down here, and South Carolina for this area has got on the East Coast the dolphins that go along the coastline back into the Kiawah River and along that channel back in there, and they are very friendly to, you know, you see them popping up all the time. And just 2 nights ago, they were literally in the surf. We were at the hotel watching them in the surf, and I mean, it must have been a school of, you know, probably 50 dolphins out there. Just, it must have been prime feeding time when that storm was coming in. All the fish, you know, were circulating around there, and it was just amazing to watch.
Well, when you get into the marshes here, you'll see dolphins, and this is one of the few areas in the world that they do this, and they will work it as a group and force fish onto shore. They'll beach themselves, eat, and then wiggle themselves back off. It's really a unique thing to see. You'll see them teaching their young to do this.
Wow.
But it's very unique to this.
A little picnic on the beach then.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, very cool.
And by the way, our beach is one of the top 10 beaches in the United States. Dr. Beach, Dr. Stephen Leatherman, who's always on the Today Show talking about the top beaches. For the 2nd year in a row, we're one of the top 10 beaches in the United States.
Wow, congratulations.
Absolutely. So everything being natural here, and like you say, you were green before green was cool. Did that go into the development of the golf course, and are you still using that with, say, in the use of insecticides, things like that, to keep the golf course healthy?
Very much so. We all 5 of our golf courses are certified Audubon sanctuaries. Audubon International has a program that will try to push various entities into being, you know, responsible, as well as the sanctuary grounds. If you go there, we don't use pesticides, or very, very, very limited amount. It is, and the same thing here. And the ocean course here is very unique, is that it has a water reclaiming system where everything that's irrigated on the golf course will funnel down to a underground system that will pipe it back to the main holding cells, and the water is used again, so nothing flows into the surrounding dune and marshes.
And that's very, very important. But let's also talk about the other courses. You may mention some of the other courses